And we are back again with a brand new episode of Another 24. I am your outrageously handsome host, Torres Montez, and today I got a very special guest in the building. Now, this guest is a multi-hyphenate entrepreneur. She's hustling. She's out here doing the damn thing out here in the A. If you need a billboard, this is the person to hit up. I have the one, the only K in the building. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Now, first things first. Now, you're doing a lot of things. You're juggling a lot of different businesses, and you very creative and very organizational minded. Mm-hmm. Now, where did that whole mentality come from? When did you know you needed to be a hustler out here?
Oh, this question is so deep. I mean, honestly, since I was a kid, I knew that a hustler was needed to even survive in this life.
Right. What was your first hustle? You remember?
My first hustle ever was tracing pictures out of the coloring book to sell to my father's clients.
For real?
Yeah, that was my first ever hustle.
For real? How'd you come up with that one?
I mean, honestly, in class and in school, you learn different things from other students and stuff. I mean, we sold them for $1 a piece. I don't know where that mentality came from, but we sold each picture for $1 a piece. We would just trace whatever Winnie the Pooh or whatever that was in the coloring book, and we would just sell it to my dad's clients.
Oh, okay. So did your dad, did he reinforce that behavior? Was he like encouraging about that?
I mean, my dad's a hustler. My dad's a music producer.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, my entire family, they've always been hustlers. My grandmother, she caters. Mm-hmm. You know, my mom, she's a background singer. My biological mom, she sold scarves and things like that and plates and things like that. So, I mean, everybody around me has always had businesses, always hustled.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you went from doing drawings. What was kind of next for you when you hit that teenager, young adult life, that part of your life? When did you realize I need to make some big bucks?
Okay, so if you want to know the hustle timeline, okay, we went from selling the coloring book pictures, going from that to then I had the business club in 4th grade. That was when we was making candy. We was being taught how to make candy and sell the lollipops in school. That was Smith Barnes Elementary, Henry County Schools. So we went from that. Then I sold candy. I ended up making the little bracelets and stuff. You know the bracelets that was trending? Sold those too. I sold candy in high school. I ended up making my first cosmetic line, which is lipsticks, with crayons, Vaseline, and the little tubes from Alibaba. Nah. Then, I went crazy. Right. Yeah, but you know what's so crazy? Crayons is a non-toxic item, so you can put it on your lips because kids can safely, you can't just consume it, but they can actually...
they can ingest it. They can ingest it safely. Right.
They can ingest it without harming them. So I had a little t-shirt and tote bag printing line from Michaels. Get the printing bags from Michaels. Take the little puffy paint, make the little creative stuff with my friend Asia. We had CAG bags. So I had so many hustles growing up. It was just like one hustle out of another.
Right. Yeah. It sounds like you're very creative too. Because who would have thought to put crayons and Vaseline?
YouTube will teach you a lot of things.
Right. Okay. So then you have a boutique, right? You do hair and things like that?
I don't do hair anymore, but yes, I did do hair. I have my master's in cosmetology.
Oh, wow. What made you want to do that?
Honestly, me and my cousin, we've always done hair. We've done each other's hair, done our grandparents' hair, done everybody's hair. So growing up, hair was just like the thing to do. And I was good at it. So I did that while I was still acting and modeling. I used that as a tool for me to fall back on, but it actually carried me up.
Okay. Now, one thing I noticed about you, this is the first time we meet in person, right?
Yeah, this is the first time we ever met.
Okay. Now, I talked to you on the phone briefly.
Yeah, briefly.
I can tell you're a fast talker now.
I know we on the clock too.
You got some sales background in you. Like you know how to sell something. You know how to push it.
I know how to sell.
Right. What are the main components of selling something to you?
Knowing your product. That's just the period. That's the only component of selling. You got to know your product. If you know your product and you believe in your product, it's easy to sell the product.
Okay. Huh. Nah, that's true. That's true. Because I got a lot of sales background too. And you're right. Knowing your product that's number one.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes our product is not a physical, tangible thing.
Right.
Sometimes our product is us. It's our personality. It's selling ourselves, right?
Right.
So what are some of your, I don't want to say that you're selling yourself in that way, but what part of you do you think is the most attractive thing that draws people to you? What's your selling point as an entrepreneur?
My personality.
Okay.
I'm a people's person.
Okay.
I'm not a girl's girl. I'm a people's person.
And where'd that come from, you think? How do you learn how to connect with people like that? Because that's important.
I've been around people all my life. So, I mean, I don't think of no person as higher, better than other. We just all people. Like, we all family.
Right. Okay. Now, who's the most unlikely person that you've made like a relationship with? Like, if they see y'all together, they like, hold on, y'all ain't supposed to be cool.
Right now, who I'm cool with now that made me unlikely, I don't know. I feel like everybody knew I was going to be aligned for greatness. So I'm surrounded by greatness, so it should be no shock.
Right. So, okay. All right. So what are some of what do you enjoy doing the most? Like, I know you got the billboards. I know you got a lot of things going on. What's your favorite part of your empire that you're building?
I enjoy being a mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. You got your daughter in the building?
I got my daughter in the building. I do enjoy being a mom more than anything else like that. It is the most challenging thing.
It's to say the least.
It is the most challenging thing. But I will say, out of my businesses, though, I will say I feel like all of them are my children. And I love them all equally. Genuinely, too. You know how some people say you have to pour into one and not the others, or you need to cater to one business? I've seen one business fail, and I've seen the other ones pick the others up just so they can carry on. And then I've seen the other one that picked everything up to carry it on, then take it up. You get what I'm saying? Right. So I watched my kids grow. Right. So, and watching them all grow, they all different ages. So, of course, they have different profits, they have different momentums, but my youngest kid is the shining star, which is the billboards.
Okay.
You know, event centers, it was really salon suites and hair stuff first, then it was event centers, then it was billboards. It wasn't the other way around, but you know me as the first thing you introduced me as is for billboards. It wasn't for doing hair or the fact that I've been doing hair for 20 years. So I feel like what if I didn't welcome in? What if I only poured myself into hair? I would never be here.
Right, exactly. And it's like kids for real. Sometimes the kid that's the problem child become the millionaire. You know,
billboards is the problem child. So sometimes like, but no, yes.
Now, entrepreneurship, you really gotta. First of all, you gotta know what you're signing up for, because that shit ain't. Oh, I'm sorry. But because
that shit ain't easy.
Right, that shit ain't easy.
That's what that call was on the phone. Like, y'all need to get this together.
Nah, it ain't easy. Like, you gotta really have some mental fortitude to sticking to that game. So what is the most important thing an entrepreneur needs to know about this journey?
It's not easy. Like, that's so cliche though.
Right.
It's not easy. And it's like, what I've learned just even today on the way here, there's something new every minute. Forget every day. Every minute. And it's so much deeper than what I can even explain, because literally it's something new. Yeah,
like it will test you. Like, if you don't have a relationship with God and you try to go out here and be an entrepreneur, that's the person you're going to be leaning on the most. And people don't really realize that. Like, you really got to go through something to really build that relationship, to test, to see how strong your faith really is. Because this thing will test you, like you said, every minute, every day.
And I think I needed you to say that more than anything, because that was the call saying, I'm letting you know right now. That faith is on the skin thighs, you know, but you know, that skin ice is a mustard seed.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's all it takes. It's a mustard seed. That's what the Bible says.
Right.
So,
Facts.
Let me just ride on this mustard seed. We finna see what's gonna happen.
Exactly. Now, you said, as you mentioned, people know you for the billboards. Now, how did that come about? Because that's like an unlikely thing. Like, we don't know nothing about no billboards. We see billboards all the time, but we never see ourselves on there. Like, I can have one of those. So, how did that come into your empire?
It was the most random thing. I was out having lunch, dinner, and the guy I was with mentioned that he always wanted to be on a billboard. So I said, I'm going to make that happen. That's just in my mind. That's just how my mind is.
I'm sorry. Man, shout out to that. Shout out to that mentality. Women, y'all make sure y'all listen to what she's saying. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I did, but I liked him. So I was like, I'm gonna make that happen. But I just took like that note in the back of my mind. So from that date, I just started researching, trying to figure out how I could make that happen for him. In doing so, I stumbled into a person who was, at that time, they had something going on with billboards at that time. I went ahead, I was like, let me secure it, et cetera, et cetera. Nevertheless, that didn't happen. Let's just say that didn't happen. And so I ended up gifting it to myself.
Okay.
And so for my birthday, I kicked off my first billboard. From that point, everybody else who was around me in my network, they wanted to be in on what I had going on. From that point, their community came. And I was like, hold on, wait. This becoming something. Like, it's really becoming something. So, and becoming something, that's what...
It just caught fire, huh?
It caught fire.
Now, what is it that people don't realize about billboards? Like, why they're so effective and how they really help businesses?
I think that the most common misconception I would say about billboards is that they're going to bring you that traffic right then. That's not the case. You have to put in groundwork. Billboards is about brand recognition. So, and billboards being about brand recognition, you have to also put in groundwork. You have to put in the groundwork in order for the you have to put in the groundwork in order for the brand to be recognized.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can't just see it and say, eat more chicken and not know what brand is that.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay, how do you know that?
Because they one of the biggest fast food in the world.
They put in the groundwork. So you have to put in the groundwork for your brand to be recognizable.
Right.
If I was to wear just a logo right now, you would be able to recognize it based on the groundwork they put in. So I feel like people think they put a billboard up, they're going instantly, they're going up. That's not the case. You have to do the groundwork. So you have to do the Facebook, Instagram ads. You have to go out and sell to your community. You have to pass out the business cards and stuff like that. You have to do all that.
Yeah, exactly. So you can have a billboard, you can have it go to your page, but if you ain't got no content on there, then people not really gonna know what's what. Okay, huh? That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly.
you smart a little bit. You smart a little bit.
You know, I might have graduated with honors. Okay. I might have.
Right. Now you spoke heavily on branding. Now, why is branding important for businesses? Now, I mean, we have a surface level understanding of what branding is, like a logo and a tagline or whatever, but more deeply, what is branding on a business level and why is that so important?
I got a question for you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
Okay. What was that?
McDonald's.
Okay, cool. Eat more chicken.
Chick-fil-A.
That's why branding is important. Find your cue, stick to it. Eventually it's gonna catch up. Find that cue, stick to that. That's why branding is important. Because I didn't have to tell you the name. I didn't have to tell you what they sold. I didn't have to tell you anything. I just said ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And you instantly thought about a burger from McDonald's.
Chicken nuggets, but yeah.
Chicken nuggets, French fries,
right.
The salt.
Right. Exactly. So okay. Yeah,
same thing.
Right. It's more about you being, I guess, recognized by not only what you are, but because, you know, when you did the ba-da-ba-ba-ba, of course, you know, that has nothing to do with the logo, the arches, or anything. That's something totally different.
That's the brand.
And it's still connected to McDonald's.
To it. Yeah. You got to build an actual characteristic within it. You have to build a personality within each business. I refer to my businesses as kids. And it's because I built them from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? I birthed them.
Right.
So in birthing them, you also have to build the foundation for it as if you was carrying a child. So it does take time. And based on the time that you put into it, determines what you get out of it.
Facts. Now, we in Atlanta, right? You know, it's a lot of us. It's a lot of us doing things. But, you know, some of us, we don't always do 100% the right thing. You know, some of us ain't got our business LLC. Some of us ain't got, you know, the proper licenses and stuff that we need to be doing, you know, to be doing what we do. Now, why is that important to do the groundwork, to legitimize your business?
That's so important. And it's because of so many different things. You want to get your LLC because that's protecting you. It's a limited liability company. So therefore, it limits you from being liable for the company. That's the first thing first.
Can you explain that, why that's important?
I can explain a little bit, but I'm not a lawyer. I want to just clear it up. I'm not a lawyer. But if somebody slip and fall in your space, is it Kaylin or is it K's Boutique? Or is it K Said It? Where's that LLC? That's what it's under. If I was to go and get a car and I want to get under my business, it's under my LLC and my EIN. My EIN is my social. My LLC is my name. That is the identity. So it separates me from my business so my business can stand on its own. But now you do need a trust. There's so many different things and components within that. That's not the bare minimum. But I will say that definitely is the start. Right. But in order to even open a business, you need to have your LLC. You need to have an EIN. And even to get permits, you gotta have all those things.
For sure. Now, you are the billboard queen, right?
Per se.
So when you driving around the city and you seeing these billboards, do you think that most of these are being utilized to their full capacity?
No.
Why is that?
There's so many more spaces that billboards need to go.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So I teach people how to build billboards in my community on their land, how to obtain land that you can build billboards on. Because a lot of the billboards are to capacity, which is why they're becoming more digital. Digital billboards are able to advertise more companies on there, producing more revenue for the actual billboard owner, but also producing more actual visibility for the companies. So that's that. I see a lot of abandoned billboards. I see a lot of billboards that I can tell that the billboard owner is not taking care of their billboard, yet they probably still have someone on their billboard that that haven't paid their updated lease. I can see all of those things just because I've studied them so long.
Wow. Dang, yeah, I would never see. I don't know nothing about no billboards. Like, dang, you got to lease
I can even tell which cities allow billboards to what capacity. Because
really?
you can see them all down the highway.
Dang, that's crazy. So what makes an effective billboard to you?
An effective billboard is building a groundwork to make sure that when your brand is up in the lights, it's recognizable.
Okay. So it don't have to be, so the message can be basic. It can be simple. It can be a website. And that's effective?
Alexander Aperture is a photographer. And when he put his billboard up, he wasn't there. It was the weekend of Invest Fest. He had people calling him to say, hey, I think your billboard just went up. And the only thing that was on there was his logo.
Okay.
That's what I mean by building in the groundwork to make sure that when you get up there, billboards are to program your mind to always think about them. That's why when you pass by, it's like, eat more chicken.
Right.
That's it. Like, it don't even tell you all the time where. It don't tell you an address, but it programs in your mind like, psst. Right. It's like the whisper while you're in a busy day, while you're on your commute to work or on your commute. It's like a psst, I'm here. Psst,
you're hungry.
You're hungry. Psst, eat more chicken.
Right. Now, billboards have been around for a long time, obviously. Yes. But, the world's a little different now. We're moving into the future. Okay. So we got billboards, then we got digital ads on stuff like this. Now, how do you think that billboards compare to the ads that we see on TV, compared to the ads that are on our phone? What do you think of the comparison and contrast of those things?
I don't compare my kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad.
I know, but I will say this. All of them work together.
Got you. Okay.
You need to have all of them. You need to have a Facebook ad going. You need to have an Instagram ad going. You need to have a billboard going. You need to have a TV ad going. You're programming people's minds. You know how we need to be like, the government is putting stuff in our minds. Study the government. Put stuff in these folks' mind. Put stuff in these folks' face. You know what I'm saying? If you don't put stuff in their face, how we know you there?
Exactly. Not getting that brand out when you first starting out. Now that ain't easy. Hard. That ain't easy. What would be the groundwork or the framework for getting your brand out there with somebody who might have limited resources? Maybe they don't have the $10,000 a month to advertise.
I don't got $10,000 a month to advertise. Let's clear that. I don't have $10,000 a month to advertise.
Not yet.
Not yet, but even then, I know what to do. What I'm gonna do is, if I was to start a business in 2025 and I had limited resources, what I would do is I would start off with getting a vendor. which is starting a product line of whatever your product is of choice, getting that, going and actually selling my stuff at pop-up shops. You can use Home Depot and different places to print off your different stuff. You don't have to go through all this different stuff. Let's just be simple. Go to Fiverr, get you a logo. After you go to Fiverr, get you a logo. Go to Home Depot, print it off with their little stickers. Stick that onto whatever product or ticket you got. Go to your local pop-up shops. That's where you finna get your groundwork, okay? After you finish getting your groundwork there, then you start spreading a little bit more. You go to other pop-up shops around. That's when you start advertising on billboards a little bit more. Not too much. That just start getting your brand recognized. I wouldn't even go billboard. I go Facebook, Instagram ad first. I would go Facebook, Instagram ad first. And then I would go Instagram Reels. I would go put in the content. I would invest in influencers. I would invest in stuff like that. Then I would go billboard. I would go billboard only for the social media posts first, though. I wouldn't go billboard long term. Billboard long term is for the big dogs. That's for the folks who not finna hurt because they didn't get the immediate return. That's for the folks who want to say, hey, my brand is here. My brand is in your face.
Thanks.
Then I would go there, and then I would let my brand take off then.
Okay, yeah,
That's how I would do on the branding side of things.
Right.
That was just a little, but that's what I would do.
Now, what do you want your brand to be recognized as and for?
Which one?
Good question.
K?
Case, yeah.
K said it?
K said it, yeah.
What do you recognize me for?
Well, me,
Yeah.
I think I recognize you as a promotional powerhouse, someone who's going to help you really reach your dream and really get out in front of the people that you want to get in front of.
That's what I want to be recognized as.
Okay, see, I got it right on the first try.
It's so much more to it.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay.
And I'm a people's person.
Right. You're a people's person. Okay,
I'm
yeah,
a
I can see
people's
that.
person.
I can see that. Now, when you first started with helping people get the billboards, did people really take it seriously? Because it's almost like what, billboard? You?
Everything I've ever done, people have taken it seriously because I've always been about my business. I have a 100, even my enemies can say, she about her business. There's not one person that cannot say, she about her business. So I can say that when I present a business, I'm about my business. So they be like, what's up? Like, what's going on? What's up with this? What's the new money made? That's why a lot of MLMs want me to be a part of this, that, and because I'm about my business. So they know that if I stamp something, it's real.
Right.
If I ever stamp something, it's real.
Okay, so yeah, you made them take you serious.
You will always have to. I present myself to a point where I don't have to make you do nothing. My presence alone is gonna be like, let me take her a little serious.
Right.
Just alone.
So perception is reality.
Perception is always reality.
I heard that. All right, now I did a little research.
Okay.
I did a little research.
What you finna pull out? Oh Lord, he finna pull out the laptop.
Hey, you the expert.
Okay.
So I gotta ask you.
You mean about why it's getting a little hot in here, y'all?
Yeah, I gotta ask you if what these people did is right or is it wrong? These are some billboards from around the world. You tell me, is it A+, a B, a C, or a F?
Rate the billboards.
Rate the billboard. Here we go. Absolute. They put an apartment on a billboard in the shape of a bottle of Absolute.
I would say that is the staple. So I'm going to say because they will always pay the rent there and they paid a lot to get it done. And because you just told me what exactly it was on there, mind you, I'm going to be real with you. I do billboards. I was always trying to figure out what is that.
Right, yeah, I had to kind of explain it.
But it is in a liquor bottle. So because you can recognize that, I'm going to always give them an A.
Okay. All right. Next. You want me to explain it or can you see that?
I can see it. I love that. I give them an A+.
It's creative, right?
That's more than creative. That's not just a billboard. That's a staple in the community. It will always be recognized.
Facts. Yeah, wear your seatbelt. Right,
Wear your seatbelt.
All right, next.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Was that a trick question?
It says, can you see the woman?
Erotic movies without interruption.
Yeah, you see the woman?
No, I don't see no woman.
You don't see it? They go to face.
See, let me tell you something about billboards. You got 2 seconds to see it while you're driving by. If it don't catch your attention instantly, I'm good on it.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's
I have a short attention span anyway, so next.
All right. That's an F.
That's an F.
All right. Now this one is interesting. It says hate dropped and then the cause is on the ground beneath it.
That's too much. That's too much.
Too much?
Yeah, it's too much.
What?
Because you got to understand, I got 2 seconds.
Okay. So yeah, they're gonna pass. They're gonna say "Hey, drop," and then they're gonna be gone. Okay. All right. I thought it was a good one. All right. You see the billboard is crunched up.
You know, that's an insurance billboard. So yeah.
Yeah.
Insurance people always go. Why? Because you're driving. So they let you know. But that's distracting. I might hit somebody just because I'm trying to figure out what that is. I'm gonna give it a C.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a C just because what?
Right. That's having the opposite effect.
Exactly.
All right.
Of course.
Yeah. Easy.
It's Heineken.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's a little cheat code.
Yeah, that was a cheat code.
All right.
Let me say, it depends on the teacher. Let me tell you why. That's cool if that was a condom ad. You talking about Subway. By the time I finished reading all that, that was more seconds than we even had to drive. Right. I've already passed that.
Okay. So
then not only that, but that word is bigger than the logo.
Dang, yeah, it is, ain't it?
So what are we talking about?
They trying to program your mind about the. Hey,
you should have said eat fresh or something. Like say something that got something to do with what you got going on. But I still don't even know the correlation between it.
Right.
So I'm gonna say that's a F. Y'all failed.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Subway.
I love McDonald's anyway. It's gave you to exit everything. That's on a That's actually on the highway.
It says usually when you roll something this good, it's illegal.
That's too much to read. Let me tell you how I programmed like billboards. The only thing I seen was the McDonald's logo and exit 451 in that burrito. Okay. That's what I mean when I tell people they put too much on the billboard. We don't care.
Right.
We don't care.
Okay. All right. I think that was the last one. Oh no, we got one more.
You didn't pull no K's Boutique billboard up since you did so much research. I mean,
of course yours gonna be A.
No, not all the time.
They not.
No.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Not from a billboard standpoint. That's a F. I don't even know who they are.
Okay. F.
Who are they?
Silberman.
You don't even know.
Center.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. And this one I like. What is that? Java.
It said use only what you need. Need what? I don't know what they're talking about. C.
Dang.
D.
Okay. So if you had to, this is the last one.
So that's like what, Thailand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Air Asia.
Yeah, that's I would give that an A minus.
An A minus? Okay, all right. So yeah, that was.
It's too many small words. Okay. Whatever I look at instantly, that's what need to.
Got you. So, what was the best, or what is, if you could build me a billboard right now for another 24? I know we talked about it, but like, what would you put on there?
I'll put exactly what you finna have on there.
Oh, you will? Okay.
I would. Hey, that's simple.
Hey.
I would put exactly.
Right.
Y'all can't see my eye wig, but if y'all could, y'all just see the wig. But I would put exactly simple. Why? Because the groundwork not finna be from the billboard. The groundwork finna be from when you post that billboard. Everybody, when you post that billboard, mark my words, as we're recording right now, everybody gonna be like, oh, he made it.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, yeah, he's like,
yes. There we go.
Everybody has that reaction, but I want to see your reaction when you see it go up in the lights. That is breathtaking. When you see it for the first time, like, oh, shit, it's real. It's like,
real. Right.
You shook.
Okay. Well, hey, I can't wait for that one.
You're going to have it soon.
Right.
We're going to have it probably Monday.
Yeah. All right, so going forward, looking ahead on the empire you building, where do you see this going? Like, what's the last stop for you?
Billboard Hotline is now going corporate. This is beyond a hustle now. This went from a love story to a hustle to now a corporate company, because now it's beyond what I can even withhold in my 2 hands. Now I'm having to hire people overseas. I'm having to hire people here. I'm having to hire people for back office to cover different parts, because now everything and everywhere I go and everything I touch has now gone to a place I can't just hold within my hands. And God is so good. He'll give you more than you can even hold. And that's why the goal is always is, because you are meant to bless other people. So I just thank God for what I'm about to embark upon. My new team, my new creatives, my new VAs. I'm grateful, because I don't know the people overseas whose lives I'm about to touch by hiring them onto my team. But I know that if they're part of my vision, they're part of my mission, it's going to be great. I'm God's vessel.
Hey man, hey, I need some of that to rub off on me.
Let's go. It's a good energy.
Yeah. Now this show is called Another 24, right? And the reason is because that's one of the biggest blessings you can get. Another 24 to fix your mistakes. Another 24 to start down the path, continue down the path. And just another day to just be alive, right? So I want you, if you can, to look at that camera for me and tell this person who might be struggling, who might be trying to figure it out, help them through their next 24. What would you say to that person?
Breathe. That sounds so cliche, but put your hands on your chest, feel your heart, and then breathe. Your presence is your purpose. And that sounds cliche because we hear these things all the time, but you're talking about somebody who was 7 years ago homeless and pregnant, and now is a millionaire. And if I was to go back and tell myself when I was pregnant and homeless with this child that's over here, I would tell you your current isn't your permanent. And whatever isn't a solution is the problem. You got to get rid of it. We only driving towards solutions. So even if that's your mindset, even if that's you, kill whatever is in you that is preventing you from being able to be what you're trying to be. You are your biggest enemy. No one else.
Hey, there it is. That made me want to kind of choked up a little bit. But nah, that's real. That's real. Now I appreciate you definitely pulling up. Is there anything else you want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Follow me on Instagram at Kaysaidit, KAYSAIDIT. Everybody who watches this podcast can get a $100 billboard special from me for a week straight. You just have to text the word 24-hour, okay? 24-hour, nothing else. Nothing else, just 24-hour to 678-770-8825, and you'll get your special. And then give me 24 hours to respond because I know y'all coming.
And there it is, Kay. Look, I appreciate it. This was definitely insightful. It was a great conversation. I want you to come back every time you hit another milestone. I want you to talk about it right here on Another 24, okay?
Got another 24.
Hey, and there we go.